Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Hanging with Rick. Today we're going to teach you how to make a hand-powered washing machine. Things you're going to need is going to be one 5-gallon bucket with lid. You can get that at Home Depot for $5. One quality made toilet plunger. Do not go cheap. One splatter screen. One broomstick. Doesn't matter if it's wood. You get it from the dollar store. A hot glue gun, pair of scissors, razor blade, and a screw and screwdrivers. So the first thing you're going to want to do is cut a half moon shape into the top of your bucket. Be careful doing this. You can cut yourself pretty easy. Make sure that you cut the shape that you need, but leave yourself enough space because you're going to be gluing part of the screen onto the bottom of the lid. Also, you're going to want to make sure that you cut out the center so this way your broomstick can go through the center of the lid. Make sure you're also careful doing that. Next thing I did was instead of just cutting out a piece of the screen right away, I actually just placed the screen on top of the bucket when it was upside down, and then I traced out the shape I was going to need for the drain port. After I got my shape down, I basically cut it out with the pair of scissors until it seemed like it was going to fit snugly against the inside of the brim of the lid. And then I moved on to hot gluing it, which I took my time with because I wanted to make sure it was secure enough to the top of the lid so this way it closed, bashing around inside, wouldn't mess it up. The next thing I did was I decided to modify the normal way to do this. Most people use a standard plunger with no holes cut out of it, but I read them online in a couple forums where people have done this and it seems to work pretty well. It allows the suds and the water to move through the plunger, but you're still able to move the clothes around, creating less suds and less mess. I tried it myself. It worked out pretty well. You might want to try it. The next thing I had to do was, for my own personal use, was modify my plunger so that it would hold on a standard size broomstick. Unfortunately, the plunger I bought was really cheap and they have a different thread size, so I ended up having to switch. So as you can see, I had to screw 2 screws from opposite sides of the plunger into the broomstick handle itself where the threads are, and then I also threw some hot glue in there to secure it. Once you're done with that, you're all set pretty much to start your first wash. Try not to put too many clothes in there at first to get the understanding of how to get them clean. You might even want to leave the lid off at first just to see how the plunger reacts with the clothes. This way you know when the lid's closed how to use it properly. I found it took a little bit of time to get used to making the clothes bounce up and down. Also, if you need to kind of flip the clothes, you can shove the plunger to one side of the wall on the 5-gallon bucket, and that'll allow the clothes to rotate so you can start moving some other clothes and get them more clean as well. Once you're comfortable with the washing process, you're going to probably want to utilize your lid because it allows you to drain the water out without having to really sit there and hold it and drain it. You can kind of just tip it upside down in your bathtub and allow it to drain out. Another tip is if you're gonna do like a small load of laundry like this, don't use a full cup of soap because you'll end up with suds forever and you'll be rinsing out your clothes 100 times. Next thing is you're gonna want to do normally 1 to 2 rinses per every wash. So if you use soap, rinse it out, or dump the water out, fill it with clean water, dump it out again, and then you're going to want to wring your clothes. Another tip is to use fabric softener on your last rinse. So if you're using bleach, you might want to do 3 rinses and then do some fabric softener. Another tip is, just came to me, is if you're going to do this, you want to make sure that you basically churn your clothes for 10 to 15 minutes. The rinses usually you can get away with like 3 minutes, and then if you need to soak your stain, you can. Like if you have clothes that are really dirty, get them in the bucket, soak them with the soap, and then let them sit for a good half hour. Then come back and wash them. This way, it'll get out most of the stains. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Like it, subscribe, share it on Facebook. Let your friends know about my YouTube channel. Share my word. I'm trying to help everybody out. Thanks.